Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How you guys doing? Hope everyone is doing great. If you are new here, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, you are also welcome. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make a stylish ruche sleeve. So I'll be working with this net you're seeing here is stretchy, stretches this way. Okay, so the measurements I'll be working with the length of the sleeve, which is 24 inches. But because I want the length to be a bit longer, I'll be working with 25 inches. And also the wrist measurement that which is 8 inches. And the bicep height is 4.5. The round bicep is 13 inches. So because I'll be gathering the sleeve, what I need is to double the length of the sleeve. Remember, it's 25 inches times 2 will give me 50. So the length of this net is 50 inches. Okay. So the next thing I'll be doing now is to mark out the shape of the sleeve. So to know the amount of fabric you're going to fold, you use your bicep, round biceps, just like the way we cut out our basic sleeve. You just like this one, you're going to double the length, okay, because you're going to gather it. So that's that. So I'm going to mark out the bicep height, which is 4.5, and this is my 4.5 here. This is my 4.5. The next thing I'm going to do now is to curve out the shape of the sleeve. And you see, and the hem line, I'm going to mark my wrist measurement, which is 8 divided by 2 will give me 4 inches. So this is the 4 inches here. I'm going to connect it to my biceps, and that's that. So these are sleeves. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to close the seam by 1 inch, the side seam by 1 inch. So I'll go over to my machine and do that. So I'm done closing this side. Can you see? So I use a different color so I can see what I'm doing clearly. So now remember that while cutting the sleeve, I did not add any side seam allowance just because the net I'm working with is super stretchy. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now is to start pleating the side seam allowance. So watch what I'll be doing. I'm going to see where I'm starting from the top, from the bicep area. So I'm going to give like 1 inch, then before I start pleating. So why I close this side seam before pleating is that so that it's easier for me to work with. Remember that we're working with nets, so that it won't keep moving. So this is what I'll be doing. I hope you're seeing it. I'm going to be pleating by half inch. Can you see? Can you see how it is? So I will continue doing this until when I get to the hemline. So I'm done pleating this side, as you can see. Can you see? All the way to the hem. So this is the hem part. Can you see? So the next thing I'm going to do is to pleat the center here. Okay, so I'm going to follow the pleats at the side, then I'll pleat the center. I'm going to be sewing by 1/4. I'm not going to do more than 1/4. So watch what I will be doing. Can you see what I'm doing? So I'll continue like that until when I get to the hem part. And see I'm following the pleats. If you're seeing what I'm doing. So this is it. Can you see? This is our sleeve. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to trim off the excess seam allowance I have around the side. So I'm going to trim it off close. So I'm going to cut close to the seam line, very close to the seam line. So you see, so there's the center. Can you see? So I'm going to turn it to the right side so I can see how it looks like. So this is how the center looks like. Can you see the center? Can you see? And this is the side. Can you see? So this is how it looks on me. Can you see? So what I'm going to do next to cover up this center seam you're seeing is to use a bead to cover it up. I can use that pleat to cover it up or even stone it. So whichever one you choose to, you can go ahead and do it on your own. Okay, and you see the sleeve is looking so beautiful. You can see there is no excess size seam allowance. Can you see? Because I trim it out. Can you see? So this is the center front and the center. Can you see? It's looking so beautiful. So if you like what you're saying, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching and see you in my next one.